Ladies and gentlemen, I have always opined on this platform that in politics, there are only two constants. The first constant in politics is interest. As long as the interest of the politicians can always converge, they will always work together. Take it from me, there's a high possibility of Raila and Ruto working together as long as their interest will be converging. The other constant in politics is betrayal. And clearly, if you watched William Ruto's address to the nation today, you should have noted the body language, the facial expression, and even the posture of Rigathi Gachagua, which means there is a possibility that Rigathi Gachagua can actually be betrayed. I will do a comprehensive analysis about the two press address because earlier on Ruto addressed the nation. I did an analysis. Now this one is for Raila Odinga. And in this one for Raila Odinga, I don't want to talk much. I just want to focus on the resolutions. Before we do that, for those who are watching this channel for the first time, please take a second or two, click that subscribe button so that next time we produce a video like this, YouTube will automatically notify you. And to the subscribers, I want to continue thanking you guys for your continued support, because without that support, this channel cannot be where it is now. I've always told you guys that nothing happens in politics just for the sake of it. For those who were keen today, William Ruto never appeared anywhere near any church. Yesterday, William Ruto dispatched Rigathi Gachagua and his crew to go to Kakamega to make noise there. While Rigathi Gachagua and the crew were making noise there, William Ruto and his close team were holed up in a meeting somewhere in Nairobi, plotting how they can reach to Raila Amolo Odinga. You can see the benefit of that meeting today. At least tomorrow, people will be going back to work. At the same time, Raila Odinga was not in a church service today, where the Azimio brigades were. But from the body language, because I paid very close attention to him when he was reading the statement, and the people around him probably will do a comprehensive analysis about that. I also noted that the statement probably did not have the support of everybody on board. But there was clear difference in Raila Odinga's press conference and William Ruto's press conference. William Ruto's press conference, the only person who was there was Rigathi Gachagua, who actually came last minute. Well, on the other side, Raila Odinga's press conference, he was flanked by almost all the entire Azimio principles. And they made certain resolutions. The first resolution which they are making is that they have acknowledged William Ruto's olive branch on the key issues which they raised. For me, that is the first step, because remember, Azimio raised 3 issues with Ruto. Cost of living. The other one was IBC reconstitution. The other one was servers. At least Ruto ameshuka chini. So from there they can kick the talks. So the fact that they acknowledge, in fact, Raila Odinga was very clear that since election, that's the first day, William Ruto spoke something which they took seriously. And remember, he never referred to Ruto as the president. So that's the first thing. The other thing, which also is important, is that because William Ruto proposed a kind of parliamentary initiative, Raila Odinga is responding in their resolution number 2 that they want a balanced parliamentary process. And this balanced parliamentary process is supposed to be co-chaired by both sides. It means Azimio will have a co-chair, Kenya Kwanza will have a co-chair, but this team will be supported by experts from outside. I don't know whether I meant outside the country or outside parliament, but my understanding is that they want experts from outside parliament. Why do you think Azimio is talking of a balanced parliamentary process, co-chaired by both sides? There's a perception that William Ruto has bought parliament, that parliament is currently in his pocket. Remember, Raila Odinga was also very clear in his speech that They don't want this issue of Ruto buying members of parliament. So to have a balanced parliamentary initiative, it means if we are going to have 6 people, I mean, if you are going to have 14 people, then we are going to have 7 this side, 7 this side. Then the co-chairs, this side, this side. Then we have the team of experts who will be independent, supporting the team. That one, the issue of Jubilee recommending their team the way they did when they were selecting that committee, then again, they get some friendly members of parliament from Azimio, will not arise. Azimio will have to choose their own people. Jubilee, I mean, sorry, not Jubilee, Kenya Kwanza will also have to choose their own people. So that one there, I think that's a good measure. Whether Ruto and the team will agree is something I don't know, because there's also this debate of who is the majority. Number 3, the other thing they're saying is that this committee to be composed and constituted with immediate effect under very strict deadlines. You see, there were these stories initially after Ruto's address that he just wanted to slow down Raila Odinga, and that after Raila Odinga calls off the mandamanos, then he can go back and retreat, mobilize, and then deal with Azimio. Because normally in a war, the rule is one. When you are hitting on the opponent, make sure he's finished. Raila Odinga was already with Ruto, he has put Ruto down. Then Ruto is telling him, okay, let us call off this, blah, blah. So probably Ruto is likely to retreat, and that is the worry. So for them to do this, they are telling Ruto that this parliamentary initiative has to be composed immediately and with a strict deadline. So let us wait and see, because we are starting Monday tomorrow. And I don't know whether the parliament is on recess or not. So let us wait for tomorrow, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. By Friday, we shall be able to know whether Ruto is serious or is not serious. The deadline, whether it's going to just leave it open or not. So that's something which is also very, very important. And the 4th resolution which they are saying is that they want any individual who was arrested, who was being prosecuted because of the demonstrations, to actually stop with immediate effect. You know, one thing Kenya Kwanza were doing, which shocked the entire world, was the use of the police to play politics. Just today, I was explaining to you guys that the DCI, through their official Facebook page, made some statement that they had arrested some individuals who participated in demonstrations in Kisumu, Migori, and Siaya. And Kenyans were questioning, why would they go for people who were not even captured, while leaving the people who raided Uhuru Kenyatta's home? Uhuru Kenyatta's private farm. And their photos and images were actually captured live on TV, were circulated by the media. Why go for those people in Kisumu who committed these crimes just on Thursday, while there are people who committed their crimes on Monday? They're still free, nothing. In fact, the argument was that there even a former member of parliament from Embakasi, a close ally of Ruto, who procured these youths, and some of the trees which were cut down found their way into his timber yard. Yeah, so they are saying these guys need to be released. The 5th resolution they're saying is that after those, they're going to stand down the demos. They're going to stop the demonstrations for Monday. And this is where Kenyans are undivided. There are those who believe that Raila Odinga ought to have continued with these demonstrations, while these other initiatives are being pursued, so that he was going to call the demonstrations only after these conditions are met. What is your opinion? Do you join those people? Do you think it was the best thing for Raila Odinga to call off the demos, or what's your thought? Do you think he should have continued with the demos as negotiations are going on? I'm just asking that, because Raila Odinga has now said demonstrations done. Nothing is going to happen. tomorrow. People are going to school. In fact, the school where my kid goes to had sent us a message that tomorrow there will be no school. Then after this back and forth, they've now circulated another message that the schools are on. So which means the holidays are not there. So the demos have been stood down. Will Raila Odinga have another right to start them again? The sixth resolution which they are making is that the government of William Ruto, for that matter, must acknowledge that they have a right to picket. They have a right to demonstrate. And all these are part of our constitution. And in their last resolution, they are saying that after all those, they reserve the right to call for another demo in case they don't get counter offer. And they have given Ruto 1 week. So if William Ruto and his government will not react within 1 week, Kenyans will be going back to the streets. And 1 week is a long time. It's enough for Ruto to really strategize. The only disadvantage Ruto has is that he has addressed the nation publicly. And Raila Odinga has told him, okay, after your address, we are now okay, so let us negotiate. The most important thing in all this is the fact that William Ruto is now calling Raila Odinga my brother. He's calling Azimio our friends. So let us wait and see. But there's a lot of things which we are going to look at tomorrow. So I don't know whether you watched this video up to this stage. If you watched it up to this stage, let me just tell you that tomorrow we are going to look a lot of things. One of them is Rigathi Gachagua. Do you think Rigathi Gachagua is happy with all these things? I don't think so. The other one we are going to look at is the losers, people who lost in all this, the headliners on Uhuru Kenyatta's side, on William Ruto's side and on Azimio's side. Maybe the other thing we might look at could be who were behind this deal. Let us wait for tomorrow. Thank you guys, and may you have a good day. Bye-bye for now.